These are lawyers who have taken oaths. Those oaths were not to the President of the United States in his person or for his political good fortune. They took an oath before the Congress when they testified, and I think if we go through their testimony, they said presumably all the right things about the kind of Department of Justice they pledged that they would be running. Certainly, the events to date show they have been unsuccessful or complicit in it not running the way that they said that it would, and not in a manner that comports with their oath. These are lawyers, and they do have responsibilities. And if they are prepared at the end of the day to surrender in the face of presidential insistence and watch cases that lack merit be brought for purely personal retributive reasons, they are not conforming to their professional obligations, and they are not keeping the commitments they made to the Congress in anticipation or in return for being confirmed.
So I don't disagree with that description. I would just complicate it a little bit. Again, I don't know what precise obligations they made to the Congress, and it wouldn't be the first time that the Attorney General, the Deputy Attorney General didn't comply with every jot and tittle of what they represented to Congress. But clearly, they are massively departing from the way the Department of Justice has run. But the counterpoint I would make is, I mean, professional obligations, we might have a difference on this. Obviously, they have professional obligations in virtue of their bar memberships and the ethical rules governing lawyers. I'm not sure how much those rules govern them compared to Article 2. And as a technical matter, Article 2 allows the president to determine the law for the executive branch. And I wrote about this a week or two ago. They can tell themselves a story about how, well, it's the president's call, Article 2 says that. And I believe as a formalism, that's a fair argument. I think of these things as matters of, personal responsibility, personal conscience, rather than ethical obligations as a member of the bar, because I think those, what I just described, are the more salient ones. And I don't see how anyone could be serving this president in a political capacity and carrying out these instructions that are so clearly contrary to law, so clearly contrary to basic ethical commitments, and bringing cases that have no basis whatsoever. So, I mean, I reached the same conclusion as you. I think it's difficult for them to stay on from my perspective,